Okay, guys, here we are. We are back. Welcome again, guys. Welcome to the channel. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you all so much for staying with us. We are going to continue the reading of the Bible. Those of you who are new, those of you who don't know, we are not theologians. We are regular, ordinary people who are trying to understand the Bible for ourselves. All our lives, we have been told what is in it, what it says, what we should do, what we shouldn't do based on what the Bible says. So, as free thinking individuals, we are delving into it by ourselves because we want to know firsthand if what they all that they have told us is in the Bible and all that we need to do and need not do, if it really is in the Bible, and if so, what was the context in which those words were spoken? To whom were they spoken? Who spoke those words? And what was going on? What relevance does it have to our lives today? Because, as we have all agreed, not everything in the Bible is relevant to our living today. Fair enough? Fair enough. Because you're not going to take Rockstone and lick down somebody who don't agree with your lifestyle, right? Right? Okay. With that being said, we are going to agree that not everything in there is relevant. All right? Arlie, I'm gonna eat two your gizzard right now. Trust me. I could eat two Arlie's gizzard right now with a little bit of carrot juice and something else. What else? One pineapple upside down. Oh my gosh. Kenita, my sister, Kenita. How you doing, Kenita? I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been, sweetheart? I hope you're having a fabulous Monday evening. Crackers, leave me be in the name of Jesus, please. I see I'm going to read the Bible in peace. Oh, me forgot being my hot and a sweat. Me reading the Bible before me go. Crackers, allow me. Crackers, I'm about to read the Bible, okay? I tell you, Arlie, I tell you, guys, if you never been on Arlie's page, go over there. Go over there. Make sure when you go, your belly empty. Because Mr. What food over there, you want can't eat it. Carry company with you, and don't forget to walk with your shed pan. Because the amount of food over there, the amount of food you can't stop eat when you go over there. When you're done, you see that are them reason why we can't get rid of the gut. You see, that's why we can't get rid of the belly, guys. Because I just walk through YouTube, walk up and down and I eat and I eat and I eat and I eat and I eat. Aurelie's, Yard Foods, Chef this one, Chef that the one, this one. Oh my gosh. Chef Valerie's kitchen, Daddy's kitchen, this Chef Roger. Everybody, I just walk up and down and I eat in everybody's kitchen. So I'm doing fabulous, Kenita. Why complain? We don't complain. Once you are vertical, there's more to give thanks for than there is to complain about. So we don't complain. But right now we are going to get into the reading of the book of Numbers. Numbers chapters 25 and 26. Yeah. Those were the ones we had planned to do this morning. So we're going to do them this evening. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to get them out of the way. Chapters 25 and 26. Guys, if you have your book Bible or your Google Bible, follow with me. Please. I love when you all follow with me, and I love your input. Because remember, say, I learn this together, I know. And I like to Trev, no, I know. Me no know. I don't know. We are just trying to understand it together. Like, you know, it affects every aspect of our lives. Every single aspect of our lives. Whatever is in this good book here. So I think it would be just like you have a nurse's handbook. It affects your profession. So you need to know what's in it, right? A teacher's handbook. Yeah, you need to know what is in it. So this is our lifestyle handbook. So we need to know what is in it. Rather than somebody Excuse me. Rather than somebody just telling us this is in there, that is in there. Yeah, we need to know for ourselves. So come on in with me, T Blair. T Blair. Yes, how are you doing, my sister? How are you doing? Guys, if you don't know, have T Blair, go on over there. All right. And my study partner is here. The lovely CAD is here. Card, what's up? All right. So get your book Bible or Google Bible, guys, and let us read along. Hold on, let me see what my daughter say here. So hold on, guys. Give me a second. You see my daughter text me. She don't normally text me just like that. So what's she say? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Question answered. All right. So let us move on to the book of Numbers, chapter 25. All right. Get your book Bible or your Google Bible and let us read this one. Numbers chapter 25. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. All right, guys. So you see, they captured that land. And now all of the people of Israel are living there in Shittim. And then they started to commit whoredom. Yeah, need I say more? We know what that means. Thank you, God. Tell them to like up the live. Thank you very much. They started to commit whoredom. So they started to go out and be with the daughters of Moab. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods. And the people did eat and bowed down to their gods. And Israel joined himself unto Balaam. Hold on there. We are on to verse 3. And Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. So you see, the Lord was angry with Israel. And when it says Israel, it's like it's the entire collection of the children of Israel. Because now they are in Shittim and now they are, yeah, you know, anywhere you have male and female, there is going to be some kind of a romantic connection. So the Israeli men are now going out with the women of Moab. And here it says that angered the Lord. And the Lord said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. And Moses said unto the judges of Israel, slay ye every one his men that were joined unto Baal Peor. So you see, he said, slay ye every man that has been joined unto Baal Peor. You know what that means? Every man that has a woman that is not a Israelite. Every man that is joined to them. We are on Numbers chapter 25. So he told the judges to slay every man that has a woman from Baal Peor. And behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses. and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. So you see, the people are weeping because you see, the judges have given orders that all these men, you know what is their crime? Having a woman that comes from the Moabite tribe. That was their crime. And for that, they were being hung. And that's why there was so much weeping and wailing. People were hollering and bawling. That's not relevant today. If you see something like that happening today, you would be aghast if you see something like that, right? But back then, they thought it was quite relevant. And historically, we can see where we are coming from to be where we are today. Because that was the reality right here in America. If you think I'm lying, go and look up Loving versus Virginia. Look it up and tell me what you find. Because remember, it wasn't too long ago. It wasn't too long ago that it was illegal. It was illegal right here to marry outside your race. Not very long ago. So lots of people are still alive today. Lots of people are still alive today who were the victims of harassment and imprisonment and belittling, because the only sin was to date or marry outside their race. Katropa is in the house. How are you doing, my friend Katropa? Soul, how are you doing? Happy Monday to you, my friend. So let us continue. It says, and behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, don't forget, Phinehas is Eleazar's son. Remember, Eleazar is Aaron's son. So Phinehas' granddad is Aaron. Right? Moses is his granduncle. Let us continue. And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand. And he went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her belly. So the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. And those that died in the plague were 24,000. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, hath turned my wrath away from the children of Israel, while he was zealous for my sake among them, that I consumed not the children of Israel in my jealousy. So Phinehas, he got mad because this man brought this Midianitish woman to Moses. We are going to continue reading because I need to understand how the slaying of that man and that woman has caused the plague to go away, to stop. When they talk about this plague, he wasn't talking about bugs. He was talking about this hanging. That day they hung 24,000 men. 24,000 men they hung because these men had established romantic relationships with women who were from the Moabite tribe. We are going to continue. Maybe later on we can figure out what he meant when he said by Phinehas having slain the man and the woman, it abated his jealousy. We're going to continue on verse 12. Wherefore say, behold, I give unto him my covenant of peace, and he shall have it, and his seed after him, even the covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for his God, and made an atonement for the children of Israel. So that was an atonement by slaying the man and the woman. We know that back then, guys, stuff was really weird. It would have been understandable for them back then, but for us now, it seems awfully weird that somebody would take somebody else's life as an atonement for the sins of the entire tribe of the children of Israel. Verse 14 says, now the name of the Israelite that was slain, even that was slain with the Midianitish woman, was Zimri. Now they finally told us the name of the man. The man's name was Zimri, the son of Salu, a prince of a chief house among the Simeonites. So this guy Zimri was from the tribe of Simeon. He was the one who was slain. He had taken up with that Midianite woman. And so he was the one that Phinehas slew. Verse 15. And the name of the Midianitish woman that was slain was Cozbi. That's Cozbi. Cozbi was the name of the Midianitish woman that was slain. The daughter of Zer, he was head over the people and of a chief house in Midian. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, vex the Midianites and smite them, for they vex you with their wives. For they vexed you with their wiles. Wiles. Let's see what that means. They vex you with their wiles. Wiles. Okay. There's wiles of a woman. There's wild, devious, or cunning strategies employed to manipulate or persuade someone to do what one wants. Okay, so now we learned that what that word means. W-I-L-E. So they have vexed him with their wiles. That means their cunning behavior, wherewith they have beguiled you in the matter of Peor, and in the matter of Cozbi, the daughter of a prince of Midian, their sister, which was slain in the day of the plague for Peor's sake. Okay, that's the end of chapter 25. We are going to move forward into chapter 26. Guys, do not forget that the information that we just read in 25, these are resources we're going to use for our game night. It's same thing. It's, yes. It's same thing with some. Same thing with some, yeah. Where they harass them. That word can be used as well. We are going to move on to chapter 26. And it came to pass after the plague. Remember that plague was not locusts and frogs and stuff like that. That plague that the Bible is talking about was the men, the Israelite men, being with the Moabite women. And they call that a plague. Yeah. Just like some people today would say that interracial marriages, yeah, they would be audacious enough to say something like that. So that's what that was. Let's start again with chapter 26. And it came to pass after the plague that the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, saying, Take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel from 20 years old and upwards, throughout their father's house, all that are able to go to war in Israel. And Moses and Eleazar the priest spake unto them in the plains of Moab by Jordan, near Jericho, saying, Take the sum of the people from 20 years old and upwards, as the Lord commanded Moses and the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt. Reuben, the eldest son of Israel, the children of Reuben, Hanok, of whom cometh the family of the Hanokites, of Palu, the family of the Paluites, of Hezron, the family of the Hezronites, of Carmi, the family of the Carmites. These are the families of the Reubenites, and they that were numbered of them were 43,730. So of Reuben's tribe, they had a total of 43,730. Just from Reuben's tribe, you know, guys. And the sons of Palu, Eliab, and the sons of Eliab, Nemuel, and Dathan, and Abiram. This is that Dathan and Abiram, which were famous in the congregation, who strove against Moses and against Aaron in the company of Korah, when they strove against the Lord. You remember we read that before? We read that before about this Dathan and Abiram. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, together with Korah, when that company died. You all remember Dathan and Abiram? They were the ones who were trying to overthrow Moses. Remember, they had gathered together some men of the congregation, and they were saying, why the Lord is talking only to Moses? Who does he think he is? And they were ready to overthrow him, to take over, and saying if the Lord could talk to him, he could talk to them too. He could talk to anybody, you know, and they were ready. We see that all the time, people trying to overthrow the established authority. Yes, because they think, you know, the established authority is not worthy. They are more worthy. Okay? So you remember what happened to them. The earth had opened up and swallowed them. So these are they that they're talking about here in chapter 26. When it says, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up together with Korah, when that company died. What time the fire devoured 250 men, and they became a sign. Remember, that was the sign to them that Moses is very powerful, and Moses is anointed by the Lord, and you can't just come up and try to overthrow him and think you are going to be successful. Notwithstanding, the children of Korah died not. So Korah's children didn't die, but she did. The sons of Simeon after their fathers, of Nemuel, the family of the Nemuelites, of Jamin, the family of the Jaminites, of Jachin, the family of the Jachinites. Hey, Julian, how you doing? How you doing? These are the families of the Simeonites, 20 and 2,200. 22,200 are the families of the Simeonites. And the children of Gad, after their families of Zephon, the family of the Zephonites, of Haggai, the family of the Haggites, of Shuni, the family of the Shunites, of Ozni, the family of the Oznites, of Eri, the family of the Erites, of Arod, the family of the Arodites, of Areli, the family of the Arelites. Areli, you see your name is in the Bible? The Arelites. These are the families of the children of God, according to those that were numbered of them, 40,500. The sons of Judah were Er and Onan. All right, y'all remember that, guys? I am doing good. I am doing fabulous, sister. I am doing fabulous. Guys, I tell you that the stuff in the Bible always come back, always repeat itself because it is meant to keep us on track. It's like reading a story book. It's like reading a book about a particular event. You will always find that the author will always go back to previously said information to make sure that the reader is kept on track. And the Bible is no different. Because remember back in Genesis, we read about Judah and his sons called Er and Onan. Y'all remember? Y'all remember what happened to Er? Yeah. So Er was the wicked guy and he was taken out. And then the second son, Onan, he too was wicked in the sight of the Lord and he was taken out. And then there was the third son, what was his name again? I don't remember his name. But he was the third son who Judah had promised to Tamar. Because remember, Tamar was married to Er. Right? And after God took out Er, he gave him to Onan. And then he took out Onan. And Judah said, well, the third son, when he becomes an adult, I will give him to you, but you need to go back to your father's house and stay until he becomes an adult. And that's what Tamar did. She went back home to her family. I was waiting for that third son to become a man for Judah to give that son to her. But that never happened because we all know what happened, right? Okay, so for those of you who don't know what happened, while Tamar was there waiting at her father's house for the third son to become an adult, for Judah to keep his promise. The third son became an adult, but Judah never kept his promise. So Judah, Kimmy Unstoppable is in the place. Once you see the Unstoppable name, guys, you know what that means. That we are family. Yes, we are family from out of the great house. Welcome, Kimmy. Hope you're having a fabulous Monday night. Thank you so much for stopping by. I sincerely appreciate your company tonight, guys. Please give Kimmy a traveler's a traveler's welcome for me. Please, guys, give her a traveler's welcome. We are going to continue. Kimmy, tonight we are doing our Bible study. So if you don't mind, get your Bible and join us. If you are into that, I know not everybody even read the Bible or care for it, but welcome. I am doing great, sis. I am doing great. Okay, so we are going to continue. So as I was saying, that Judah didn't keep his promise to Tamar to give her the third son. And so when Tamar heard that Judah was going to be passing by her way to go up on the hill, to go shear his sheep, she decided to sit outside and pretended to be a harlot. Yeah, she pretended to be a prostitute. And Judah stopped by to get a little bit of services. When travelers traveling on the road, they stop to get a little top up. So he stopped by her to get a little top up. And when he did, she you know, what she asked him, what is he going to pay her? He says he will pay her, he will send a ram, not pay her with one goat. But she have to wait until he goes up on the mountain, or share the sheep, and then he will send back one of his men with the goat to give her. She said, no, I not trust you. She didn't tell him that she didn't trust him. Her birth of distrust for him was because he had not promised, he had not fulfilled his promise by giving her the third son. Because he didn't know it was Tamar. But she knew it was him. So she said, I'm not going to go no pussy in a bag here. You're not going to give me a basket to carry water. You're going to leave something with me. Leave your staff. And you know, those old men, they walk with the staff, you know, for the sheep and all of that. She said, leave the staff. And I think it was the signet. The signet, something when we're upon his head. So leave this signet and staff with me. And when you send back the goats, I will send the signet and the staff. Smart woman, eh? Yeah, this is not nothing for nothing. Yeah, this is something for something. So when she held on to the staff and the signet, he went up on the mountain, and he sent back somebody with the goat, because he really wanted to get back his staff and his signet. And I don't think that if she did not take the staff and the signet, he would never send the goat. So when the person came with the goat and was asking around, where is the harlot that was sitting here, they couldn't find him. They couldn't find her. They said, there was no harlot here. There are no harlots in the city. What are you talking about? Couldn't find the harlot. Tamar was pregnant from that encounter with Judah. So Tamar ended up having the twins for Judah. So those twins became her former husband's brother and sister. You get it, guys? Yeah. Because remember, her first husband was Er, her second husband was Onan. And now she has a baby by their father. She has two babies by their father. All right. It's a long time, all of this going on. But I was just jogging you all memory as to where we are right now and where we were coming from. All right. And the Bible is telling us that it's the same Judah who has the son Er and Onan. Verse 19 we are on, guys. The sons of Judah were Er and Onan. And Er and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Judah, after their families, were of Shelah, the family of the Shelanites, of Pharez. Y'all remember, you remember Shelah and Pharez, right? Pharez, the family of the Pharezites, of Zerah, the family of the Zarhites. This was Pharez and Shelah were the children that Tamar had for Judah. Okay. Verse 21. And the sons of Pharez were of Hezron, the family of the Hezronites, of Hamul, the family of the Amulites. These are the families of Judah, according to those that were numbered of them, 16,000. 60 is 60. Three scores is 60, and 16,500. So is that teach? Thank you, Card. Card, help me interpret this here, because the Bible always messing me up with the numbers. We only write the numbers. 3 scores is 60. Remember, a score is 20. So 3 scores is 60. So it says 3 scores and 16 sounds like 76, right? Sounds like 76,000 500. I hope that's how you all interpret it, because that's how I have interpreted it. 3 score and 16 means 76. So it's 76,500. All right. Of the sons of Issachar, after their families, of Tola, the family of the Tolites, of Pua, the family of the Punites, of Jashub, the family of the Joshubites, of Shimron, the family of the Shimronites. These are the families of Issachar, according to those that were numbered of them, 64,004. So that's 64,300. Of the sons of Zebulun, after their families, of Sered, the family of the Seredites, Elon, the family of the Elonites, of Jaleel, the family of the Jalilites. These are the families of the Zebulunites, according to those that were numbered of them, 60,000. That's 60,500. And the sons of Joseph after their families were Manasseh and Ephraim. Of the sons of Manasseh, of Mashir, the family of the Mashonites, and Mashir begot Gilead. Of Gilead came the family of the Gileadites. Oh wow, me get money. Money, 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 money. Money. Thank you, God. Thank you. Come on, God. Come on, guys. We gotta thank God for that super chat. Thank you so much, God, for that super chat. Thank you so much, my sister. Appreciate it. Appreciate love it. Thank you so much. All right, let us continue, guys, with verse 30. I'm so excited when I see money. I'm excited. Thank you so much, God. We get excited. All right, guys, we are going to continue moving along as we continue to read chapter 26 in the book of Numbers. We are on to verse 30. I hope you are following me, guys, in your Bible. Follow with me, because this is some interesting stuff here. Here in chapter 26, they're really talking about the tribes and, you know, the descendants of them, of the original children of Israel, because, you know, we have gone over years of the Bible right now. And so people are, you know, the older folks are going over the scroll of life, and the newer generation are coming up. But they are trying to make sure we understand where each new tribe had descended, who their ancestors are. Yeah. From which tribe of the children of Israel did they descend? So we are on to verse 30. These are the sons of Gilead, of Jezeh, of Jezer, the family of the Jezerites, of Helek, the family of the Helekites, and of Azrael, the family of the Azraelites, and of Shechem, the family of the Shechemites, and of Shemida, the family of the Shemidites, and of Hepher, the family of the Hepherites, and Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, had no sons. And Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, had no sons, but daughters. And the names of the daughters of Zelophehad were Mahihah and Nohab, Hogayah, Milcah, and Tirzah. So he had no sons, only daughters. These are the families of Manasseh, and those that were numbered of them, 52,700. Verse 35. These are the sons of Ephraim after their fathers of Shutaliah. Guys, forgive me if I don't pronounce these things properly. Shutalites of Becher, the family of the Becherites, of Tahan, the family of the Tahanites. And these are the sons of Shuhithalah, of Iran, the family of the Eranites. These are the families of the sons of Ephraim, according to those that were numbered of them, 32,500. These are the sons of Joseph after their families. The sons of Benjamin after their families, of Bela, the family of the Belahites, of Ashbel, the family of the Ashbelites, of Ahiram, the family of the Ahiramites, of Shupham, the family of the Shuphamites, of Humpham, the family of the Humphamites. And the sons of Bela were Ard and Naaman. Of Ard, the family of the Ardites, and of Naaman, the family of the Naamites. These are the sons of Benjamin after their families, and they that were numbered of them were 45,600. These are the sons of Dan after their families, of Shuham, the family of the Shuhamites. These are the families of Dan after their families. All the families of the Shuhamites, according to those that were numbered of them, were 64,000, that's 64,400. Of the children of Asher after their families, of Jimnah, the family of the Jimnites, of Jezui, the family of the Jesuites, of Beriah, the family of the Berites, of the sons of Beriah, of Heber, the family of the Eberites, of Malchiel, the family of the Malchielites. So you see, oh, Kat says, I love the story of the daughters of Zelophehad. Oh, there's a story of them? All right. We are going to read that because Zelophehad, he's the one who had no sons, only daughters. Verse 46. And the name of the daughter of Asher was Sarah. Okay, and the name of the daughter of Asher was Sarah. These are the families of the sons of Asher, according to those that were numbered of them, who were 53,400. Of the son of Naphtali, after their families, of Jezeel, the family of the Jezelites, of Guni, the family of the Gunites, of Jezer, the family of the Jezerites, of Shelem, the family of the Shelemites. These are the families of Naphtali, according to their families, and they that were numbered of them were 45,400. These were the numbered of the children of Israel, 600,000. 600,000 and 1,730. So 600,000, 1,730. Couldn't they just say 600 and 1,000? What's so hard in that? 600 and 1,730. Don't forget that, guys. That number might come up again. You never know. Whenever your teacher says, whenever your teacher says, don't forget something, you know that it might come up in a question in the future. So don't forget that number, 601,730. Those were the total number of the children of Israel that were over 20 years old of all the tribes. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Unto these the land shall be divided for an inheritance, according to the number of names. To many thou shalt give the more inheritance, and to few thou shalt give the less inheritance. So he's saying that the tribes that have more people, those tribes deserve to have more land because it's going to have to be shared for more people. And the tribes that had less individuals, they should get less land so that each person, I think it was geared towards say fairness, because if the people who had, if the tribes that had fewer people were given more land, then there would be some inequity right there, because one person would have this vast amount of land and you are only one person. One person having 1,000 acres of land for the what? While another tribe with a lot of people have the same amount of land, then they're going to have to divide it up so one person going to get one little square. So in trying to establish a fairness, he said that those who had more people in their tribe should get more land than the ones who had less individuals in the tribe. But I thought that sounded fair to me. All right, next. We're going to continue. That is verse 54 of Numbers chapter 26. To many thou shalt give the more inheritance, and to few thou shalt give the less inheritance. To everyone shall his inheritance be given according to those that were numbered of him. My sister Natalia is in the place. Natalia, how are you doing, my love? So good to see you, Natal. So good to see you. Happy Monday to you, my love. And here we are on to verse 55. Notwithstanding, the land shall be divided by lot. You see, I didn't even read to there, but my mind just told me that that's why it was as it was. According to the names of the tribes of their fathers, they shall inherit. According to the lot shall the possessions thereof be divided between many and few. And these are they that were numbered of the Levites after their families: of Gershon, the family of the Gershonites; of Kohath, the family of the Kohathites; of Merari, the family of the Merarites. These are the families of the Levites: the family of the Levites, the family of the Libnites, the family of the Hebronites, the family of the Mahalites, the family of the Moshites, the family of the Korahites, and Kohath begat Amram. And the name of Amram's wife was Joshebed. That's how I'm pronouncing it. Or Jochebed, Jochebed, Jochebed. Yeah. The daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. And the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. And she bare unto Amram, Aaron, and Moses, and Miriam, their sister. I didn't even read that, but I paused because I was thinking, is this the same Amram? That's what I was thinking. That's why I paused, thinking, is this the same Amram that we read about before? So let us read that again. And the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, 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 the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. And she bare unto Amram, Aaron, and Moses, and Miriam, their sister. Guys, if you just learn something out of that verse right there, drop it in the chat. Let me see who learned something from what was just read in that chat. Come, guys, drop it in the chat. I'm going to read it again. And the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. Michelin doll in the place. Michelin, how you doing, my love? How you doing, my sister? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, Michi. How are you doing? Welcome into the live. Welcome into the live chat. Tonight is the Bible chat. Yeah, tonight is the Bible chat. We're reading and chatting about these chapters here. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fabulous Monday night. Come on, guys, gonna tell me, what does this, did you learn anything from what I just read in Numbers chapter 26 and verse 59? I'm gonna read it again. And the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. And she bare unto Amram, Aaron, Moses, and Miriam, their sister. Come on, guys, those of you who are listening, those of you who are following in your Bible. Oh, Aurelie says she confused. I tell you, you're not the only one. In the Bible, we have come across a lot of things in there that makes us go, huh? Really? But we read along and we try to follow. So I just read verse 59. Where's Cad? Cad, where are you? What's going on in 59 here? Is it that we are learning that Jochebed, what her name is, Jochebed, Jochebed, was Moses, Aaron, and Miriam's mother? Come on, guys, let's do this together. And the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed. All right, the daughter of Levi. So Jochebed was the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. Where is Cad? Yes, they are all family, that's for sure. There is no doubt about that. But I'm trying here to establish the exact relation right here. And the name of Amram's wife. So Amram's wife is Jochebed. Jochebed is the daughter of Levi. Her mother bare Levi had her for Levi in Egypt. So Jochebed was born in Egypt to her mother, who is Levi's daughter. So Jochebed should call Levi. Jochebed is Levi's daughter, right? Am I right, guys? You not follow with me? I'm gonna hear not saying nothing. Wildrich, what's up? Y'all are following me, guys? Remember, we're doing this together. I know it's not a one-man show where all Trevor's up there talking off our throat and nobody paying our no mind. It is us together. We are doing this. It's just that we are in different places and we're trying to do it together. Okay, you see that's why I love CAD, son. No, CAD, yes, CAD. CAD says they were not supposed to marry outside their tribes. Yes, with some. Yes, those are Aaron, Moses, and Miriam are one mother. They were not, but Levi had children with an Egyptian. Was she an Egyptian, or was it just because she was born in Egypt? I'm sure that might come up again because it might come up again. I'm sure it will. And at that time we should get some clearer understanding. I like to establish the relations. It's just me. Yes, I want to establish the relations so I know, okay, just like I know Aaron, Moses, and Miriam were of the one mother. That's the same way I want to understand the relations between these people. Because, you know, when you are talking about people, because that's what we are doing here. We are talking about people. It's a story about people. So I can track each person and say, okay, so this is Aaron. So this is what Aaron did. Okay, this is Moses. That was his brother. This is what his brother did. You know, that sort of thing. It helps me to keep track. I don't know about y'all, but that's how I keep track. By knowing names, even if I can't put faces to the names, but knowing the names, I develop an image in my head of who the person is. So we got on 59 again. And the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. So Jochebed's grandfather was Levi. I mean, her father. Her mother had her for Levi in Egypt, right? And she bare unto Amram, Aaron, Moses, and Miriam. So Jochebed was Moses, Aaron, and Miriam's mother. You make sure I understand that the right way. Let me Google it and see who was Moses' mother. Yes, Jochebed. That's what Google says. So Jochebed was Moses' mother. So it was indeed Jochebed who had put Moses in the basket, sent him down the river. Right? All right. So now we know the name of the woman in the Bible who had put the child in the basket and sent him down the river. Her name was Jochebed. Jochebed. That was Moses' mother. Okay, and Moses' father was Amram. Moses is a descendant of Levi. All right, want to make sure that we all understand. Want to make sure that we all understand it in the same fashion, because that's how we're going to have a healthy discussion. All right. And unto Aaron was born Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. And Nadab and Abihu died when they offered strange fire before the Lord. And those that were numbered of them were 23,000, all males from a month old and upwards. Okay, so I wonder why everybody else was counted from 20 years old, but for these, the Levites, they were counted from a month old upwards. For they were not numbered among the children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given them among the children of Israel. So the Levites didn't get any inheritance. So they were not numbered according to everybody else's numbering. Everybody else was numbered from 20 years old up. They were numbered from a month old up. These are they that were numbered by Moses and Eleazar the priest, who numbered the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by Jordan, near Jericho. But among these there was not a man of them whom Moses and Aaron the priest numbered, whom when they numbered the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. For the Lord had said of them, they shall surely die in the wilderness. And there was not left a man of them, save Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua, the son of Nun. Okay, so in the wilderness, all the men from the Levites tribe had been slain, except Caleb and Joshua. Yeah, but y'all remember reading about that slaying? Yeah, there was a slaying in the wilderness. But those were the Levites, except for Caleb and Joshua. Remember, he had said that Caleb was going to live to see the land that was spied out, because Caleb was faithful, so he was going to allow him to inherit the land and give it to his people and his generation after him. So everyone else was slain except Caleb and Joshua. So all of these generation that's now existing for the Levites are from Caleb and Joshua, because everybody else was taken out. Are we on the same page, guys? Do we understand this the same way? Let's read it again, because it says it right here. Verse 62. And those that were numbered of them were 23,000, all males from a month old and upwards, for they were not numbered among the children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given them among the children of Israel. These are they that were numbered by Moses and Eleazar the priest, who numbered the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. But among these there was not a man of them whom Moses and Aaron the priest numbered when they numbered the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. So remember, in the wilderness of Sinai, when the people were raising up and they decided that they were going to, all those people. So here it is telling us that all the people who Moses had numbered in the wilderness of Sinai, now when he was numbering people at Jericho, the only people from the Levite tribe who existed at that time was the descendants of Caleb and Joshua, because everybody else had been wiped out from the time they were in the wilderness when there was that uprising. All right, Cad, say I'm correct. All right, once I get Cad's confirmation, we good. We good. Yeah, so now Levi's descendants are now just descendants of Caleb and Joshua right now, because the others were wiped out during the uprising in the wilderness. And he says, because there was no inheritance given them among the children of Israel. These are they that were numbered by Moses and Eleazar the priest, who numbered the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho. But among these there was not a man of them whom Moses and Aaron the priest numbered when they numbered the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. Because remember, Moses and Aaron had done that numbering in Sinai. Now they're doing this numbering again, but Aaron by this time is dead. So it is son Eleazar and Moses. So it's uncle and nephew. And the Lord said unto them, they shall surely die in the wilderness, and there was not one left a man of them, but Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nun. Yep, 25 and 26 is over. I'm going to feel like reading 27 and 28, guys. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones, like I should read. What y'all think? Yeah, I feel like I should read it. We could do this for another, for another 20 minutes. Yeah, because we still have a lot of the Bible to go. We have just done here, and we have all of here to go. So we have a lot to cover. Then came, I'm gonna read chapter 27, guys. We're gonna do chapter 27. Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Zephyr. Remember the son of Zephyr? The son of Zephyr coming from the tribe of Joseph. Remember, he had only daughters, 5 daughters, no sons. So here we go. Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. And these are the names of the daughters. These are the name of his daughters. What Winsome said no about? Where's the know about Winsome? Where's the know about? Talk to me, sis. Talk to me. Remember, we are talking. We're not a one-man show. We are doing this together. Akkad says she loved the story, and me not remember the story. So I'm going to read it and fall in love with it too. Let's see what this Bible says, what this story is all about. She mean read 27. We are like nation in the house. Sister Winston, we are going to read 27. Yeah, we are going to read it. At least. We unlock. How you doing, my brother? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, my dear. Of the families. Okay, we did that already. We are continuing in verse 1. The families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, and these are the names of his daughters. Mahlah, Noah, Hogayah, Milcah, and Tirzah. I am doing fabulous. Oh, God, say read. And they stood before Moses and before Eleazar the priest. And behold, the princes and all the congregation by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, Our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in the company of them that gathered themselves together against the Lord in the company of Korah, but died in his own sin and had no sons. Okay, that was Zelophehad they were talking about. They said their dad died in the wilderness. He had no sons. Why should the name of our father be done away from among his family? Because he hath no son. Give unto us, therefore, a possession among the brethren of our father. Okay, and Moses brought their cause before the Lord. You see, guys, you see what advocacy can do? Here are, yes, Winsome, I have tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we're going to read 2 chapters, and then tomorrow night, we're going to have red flag review. Okay? So you see, because their father had no sons, because, the sons carry on the names. So, the daughters always felt left out. But that was how their society was. And even today, there are still remnants of that. So with all this fighting and adult suffrage and women being allowed to vote and all of this. All of these things were not new. They were coming down historically from way back when way back from Bible days. But women, we had to fight. We had to fight to claim our rightful place in society, all because of the patriarchy that has been handed down generation after generation. We would always assume that it was the men, they are supposed to be the stronghold of society. They are supposed to be the ones who are revered. Women are supposed to stay home, cook, pregnant, keep a house, that sort of thing. Here we find in the Bible, this was probably the first female, all-female rebellion. This was probably the first all-female rebellion where the daughters of Zelophehad are arguing with Moses. Say, so what? Our father didn't have any sons. He has only daughters. So we not get no inheritance. We don't get nothing because we are women. That cannot be right. So let us hear. They brought their concerns to Moses. Let us hear what Moses said about it. But now their father is dead. So his potential for having a son are gone. Those potentials are gone. So let's see what you say you're having tomorrow. Tomorrow night is Tuesday night. Red flag review. Red flag review. When we sit down and chat people business and chat about, something we see on the internet, something a trending relationship issue. We'll talk about. All right. And let's continue with verse 5. And Moses brought their case before the Lord. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, the daughters of Zelophehad speak right. Thou shalt surely give them a possession of an inheritance among their father's brethren, and thou shalt cause the inheritance of their father to pass unto them. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a man die and have no sons, then he shall cause his inheritance to pass unto his daughters. Yes, unto his daughter. And if he had no daughter, then he shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. And if he have no brethren, then he shall give his inheritance unto his father's brethren. And if his father has no brethren, then he shall give his inheritance unto his kinsmen, that is next to him, of his father, and he shall possess it. And it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment, as the Lord commanded Moses. Okay, so whatever you have, Ellen never. Winsome, look how Winsome I mess up the Bible. Winsome, why you mess up the Bible study? Come in with L.A. Lewis. Come in with L.A. L.A. Lewis is not part of the Bible study. And we're not going to divert L.A. Lewis. But him never get to go after. L.A. Lewis is a whole vibe. I got jokes. Well, I guys, let me sit back here. So rest my back against the chair. So. Even some don't mess up the Bible study with the L.A. Lewis stuff. All right. We are going to move on to verse 12. And the Lord said unto Moses, get thee up into this Mount Abarim, and see the land which I have given unto the children of Israel. And when thou hast seen it, thou also shalt be gathered unto thy people, as Aaron thy brother was gathered. And you know when the Bible says gathered unto your people, what it means, right, guys? Yeah. Crackers love me. Cracker said he went to the funeral. God went to the funeral. You know, say L.A. Lewis is just a vibe. All right. So, guys, verse 12 says, and the Lord said unto Moses, get thee up into this Mount Abarim, and see the land which I have given unto the children of Israel. And when thou hast seen it, thou also shalt be gathered unto thy people, as Aaron thy brother was gathered. For he rebelled against my commandment in the desert of Zin, in the strife of the congregation, to sanctify me at the water before their eyes. That is the water of Meribah in Kadesh, in the wilderness of Zin. And Moses spake unto the Lord, saying, let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation. So Moses was prepared now to die. You know, when the Bible says you shall be gathered among your people, that's what it meant. Be prepared to go up on this mountain where you shall be gathered. It means that that's where you are going to die. And remember, Aaron is like remember, Aaron was gathered upon Mount Hor, and now Moses is going to be gathered upon Mount Abarim. Let us read verse 16. Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation. Moses is asking the Lord to find a replacement for him before he gather him among his people, meaning before he dies. There needs to be somebody else appointed to do the job that Moses was doing. And verse 17 says, which may go out before them, and which may go in before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord be not as sheep which have no shepherd. And the Lord said unto Moses, take thee Joshua the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay thine hand upon him, and set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation, and give him a charge in their sight. And thou shalt put some of thine honor upon him, that all the congregation of the children of Israel may be obedient. And he shall stand before Eleazar the priest, who shall ask counsel for him after the judgment of Urim before the Lord. At his word shall they go out, and at his word they shall come in, both he and all the children of Israel with him, even all the congregation. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him, and he took Joshua and set him before Eleazar the priest and before all the congregation. And he laid his hands upon him and gave him a charge as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses. So Joshua took over for Moses. Joshua took over Moses's job because it was time now for Moses to die. And so he said, Lord, you must appoint somebody to continue your work through them. The work that you have given me to do, I'm not going to be around to continue. So you must appoint somebody who I can start counseling, they can learn from me, learn something from me before I go. We can share ideas, and I can share with them my experiences and tell them how to handle themselves. and Eliza will be introduced to them, and they will get counsel from Eliza, so we can establish the relationship before I go, so that when I go, there will be smooth transition, and the children of Israel will not be like sheep without a shepherd. And so that's how Joshua ended up being the leader of the children of Israel. He took over from Moses. All right. That was an interesting chapter there. In that chapter, we learned, in that chapter right there, guys, we learned about advocating for ourselves, standing up for yourself. We see the children, you know, I can't remember this man's name. We see the children of Zelophehad. The children of Zelophehad were all women. And so they had to go fight for a little inheritance. Women are still fighting today. They had to go to Moses to fight for an inheritance of their father, because their father had died in the wilderness, and they wanted his inheritance. But according to the law back then, blessings, my brother, blessings. But according to the law back then, if you had no sons, your inheritance went to no one. Only sons were entitled to receive an inheritance. So you see, guys, nothing is set in stone. Nothing is set in stone. It can change. It can change. Somebody challenges it and let new eyes look at the details, you'll be surprised to see how it could be broken down. Broken down so that nobody is harmed and everybody's satisfied. Because those 5 daughters were going to be going out like just, you know, without an inheritance from their father. And I'm sure this must have happened before, but nobody had brought it up. Nobody was concerned enough to bring it up and be so passionate about it. The daughters were very passionate about it, and that's why they were concerned. You know, why 5 of us must go without inheritance? Because he had no sons. So they had to fight. He had son and so the daughter. He had no son and so the daughters. Exactly. He had no son, so the daughters had to fight for an inheritance. His inheritance. When Moses went to the Lord with that concern, the Lord looked at it and said, hey, you know, so Moses, you know, so you're right, though. You're right, you know, it don't look fair for true. It don't look fair. So we're going to give them, we're going to give the daughters their father's inheritance. And by so doing, because we know that this is going to come up a lot, now that people know that this law was, you know, was created for, because of these children of don't let me say what I'm not supposed to say. Zelophehad, because of this law, others are going to come forth. And this is in the Old Testament, yes. So others, yes, we are loved. So others in the same situation are going to come forth with their grievance too. So because of that, we're just going to make the law across the board, where everybody's going to be aware that if your father doesn't have any sons, he has only daughters, then the daughters have the same right to inherit what he has. And if he does not have any daughters or sons, then whatever he has is to be distributed among his brethren, his brothers. If he has no brothers, because right here, guys, they are acknowledging that everybody's circumstance is not the same. So it's not everybody is going to have a wife. It's not everybody is going to have children. It's not everybody gonna have boys. It's not everybody gonna have only girls. Not everybody gonna have boys and girls. Right. So right here we see them acknowledging the basic differences among them that none of them can control. None of them have control over it. But they are making laws to control people's lives about something over which people have no control. So they were forced to do some modifications right there. So he says, if you have no sons, What do you have go to your daughters? If you have no daughters, it means you have no sons, you have no daughters. What you have will go to your brethren. If you have no brethren, what you have will go to your father's brethren. And if you have nobody, because what if everybody die and you are left alone and you have nobody, you don't have no family? So we'll give it to your kinsman. So you give it to the church, you give it to your kinsman. Because you are indeed from a particular tribe. Just your tribe will have what you have. But they're going to go step by step by step to make sure. And these are, guys, just believe me. Exactly, Winsome. Right. Because even in today's society, if it was supposed to be that people only inherit stuff if you were a boy, can you imagine? So these people were, these 5 daughters of Zelophehad were trendsetters in self-advocacy. Because I'm sure lots of people experienced that before, but they were like, Lord, the law. And I'm not sick because of the law. We just go on do without and just keep it moving. You see what I mean? But these people challenged it. And by them having challenged the status quo at the time, they were able to effect changes in the laws that Moses as it had imposed on the children of Israel. So that is your lessons tonight. If you don't learn nothing else tonight, yes, that is your lesson in self-advocacy. Speak up for yourself. I know a lot of people like to shut us up, but speak up and speak up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. Okay? Lots of people don't like it, don't like when you speak up, but it is your right. No matter call you down. Okay? If these people, if these 5 daughters of Zeholabad had not spoken up, this trend will probably continue. And people get frustrated. After all, good altar call, good altar call. Crackers, why you first come to the altar? Make sure when you come to the altar, you kneel down. All right, and close your eyes. Make sure when you come to the altar and close your eyes. Kneel down and close your eyes. Guys, you need a good washing. Come take your communion. Come take your communion, crackers. You are something else. Yes, guys. So that is that's it for tonight. Kneel. Yes, you have to kneel, crackers. When you go to altar call, you kneel down. People don't kneel down at altar call. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. I hope you all have learned something, because I definitely have learned a lot from those chapters. I sincerely hope that you all learned something too, where, you know, it's not always about what you think or your idea. There are others with other ideas. And when you see things that seem to be non-inclusive, non-all-inclusive, and others are being alienated and isolated over situations that over which they have no control, we see the dishonesty in stuff like that. There is something called speaking up. And a lot of times, even if we don't speak up for ourselves, we have to speak up sometimes for others, because the disadvantaged usually need a voice. And oftentimes, when you are already disadvantaged, they don't want to hear your voice. So if there is somebody else who can advocate for you, then surprisingly you could be or could effect some kind of change. Thank you, Arlie. Arlie said we're loving this togetherness. Yes, me love it. Me love it. Me love the togetherness. I love when we get together. If it's even two of us. If it's even two of us, I love when we get together and get to read this book. I'm loving it, guys. I don't know about y'all, but me know. At least me know some me and Arlie love it. Me and Winsome love it. Me and Cad love it. Me and T Blair love it. Yeah. We love it. Me and we and Locke love it. Yes. We love the reading of the Bible, because enough things in the Bible where we never know say in there, you know. Enough things in there where we never know say in there. And I am so glad that I don't know what came over me, why I decided to start this, but I'm glad it came over me, because I wouldn't have thought to just, be reading the Bible and sharing with somebody and trying to understand it like that. But I appreciate you all, and I thank you all for coming. I thank you all for participating, for sharing your ideas and your knowledge as we try to understand this thing from a layman's point of view. And because it is so important in each of our lives, we can't give up, guys. We have to read it. We're gonna read it from front to back. Yes, and I don't want to set a target date on it, but I hope that by next year, by maybe by our first anniversary of monetization. Our monetization this year was February 22. It was 2. So February, was it February 22nd? I think it was, on February 2nd was the monetization. But whenever it was 2. Many twos. And it was February 22 was the date for our monetization. And I hope that by the time our first anniversary comes around, we would have probably finished the Bible. You think so? Maybe. But we're gonna try. We're gonna try. We have October, November, December, January, February. We have 5 months to go. We'll see. We will see. But we're gonna finish sometime next year. We're not gonna stress about it. We're gonna be finished. We're gonna read it. And the important thing is not just about finish. The important thing is about understanding and gaining relevance. The relevance of it to our lives in today's society. Arlie said sometimes when you speak up, you are the bad girl. I can tell you, when you speak up, you become the bad person. And when you are dealing with evil people, they switch things around on you. You would be surprised. They switch things around on you, make you look like you are the bad person. Okay? Yes, I know. Been there, done that. But that shouldn't stop us from speaking up for each other, for advocating for each other, because a lot of times we stand on the sidelines and we see other people getting disadvantaged, and we just think that, because it's not us, it doesn't matter, we are not paying attention, it's not us. But we need to say something, because if people like Martin Luther King hadn't said anything, hadn't decided to stand up for us as Black people in America, we would be way further behind than we are right now. We would be way further. There wasn't the civil rights movement and all this. There wasn't adult suffrage that advocated for women to have the same rights as men and stuff like that. We would be way further. We would still probably be on cotton fields. We'll still probably be they will still probably be telling us that we can't, interracial marriage is a crime. If it wasn't for the advocacy of lots of people, because as I was telling you all earlier about the Loving case over there in Virginia, that case of Loving, their last name is so fitting, because the last name is Loving. And they were the ones who were the trailblazers for taking the government to court because of this law that said that they could not marry because one was white and one was black. Yeah. So the advocacy continues in various areas of our lives. Can't give up, shouldn't give up. We will never give up. We will continue. So understanding the Bible. Exactly, Aurelie. I love the idea of us understanding it together. Because when it comes to affect our lives, it affects everybody's life across the board, regardless of who you are. Kunta Kente put down his foot and it got chopped. Kunta Kente put down his foot, it get chopped up. Well, that was the same thing because a lot of our ancestors, they fought. Look in Jamaica, the Mobile Rebellion, the St. Thomas Rebellion. Yes, when those people come out to fight, they were fighting the injustices of imperialism. That's what they were fighting. When Mandela gets thrown in prison. Yes. You understand? When Mandela gets thrown in prison, all the other freedom fighters in Africa got thrown in prison. You understand? When Al Sharpton and Martin Luther King and all these people, when Rosa Parks sit down in the bus, when Rosa Parks sit down at the bus and say, oh, after them no better than me, them no more than me, why them me supposed to come out of the bus seat and give to them and me for go down the back of the bus? Me not care if no one lock me up, me not care one do, but me not get up. Yes, that is advocacy, not just for herself, but for others. Because the one we benefit right now, we've not drive the bus. We're driving the bus, we're sitting in the bus, sitting anywhere we want. We're going in business places, we open up businesses, we are CEOs, we are, you know, climbing up the ladder. Yeah. But if it was left to them, we would have them would have still have us out there under from the gallows, either in chains or at the gallows. We would all be out there. So we have a lot to give thanks for. And that doesn't mean that because we get by, that we should ignore the plight of others. Okay? So totally agree. And nowadays we have to speak for us, so we have to do for ourselves. I agree. I agree. We have to do it for ourselves. Nobody to speak up for you. Nobody have to speak up for you most of the times, you know. You have to speak up for yourself. You have to speak up for yourself. You have to speak up for yourself. That is what we are talking about tonight. All right, guys. So if you all don't mind, that is going to be the end of our Bible reading tonight. Tomorrow, one can make a one cat says one person can make a difference. That is so true. One person can make a difference. And it takes one circumstance brought into the limelight and given the appropriate light on it, appropriate attention to it, before you realize how it can just blossom, and so many people, so many others can benefit from it. What did you have in mind? Maybe we can go in the business. Maybe we can go in the business together. Maybe we can go in the business together. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It looks like someone have to come off a live tonight. I'm gonna say goodbye again. Let me just pull up the tripod here so closer to me right here. So because Tanisha coming at the house. Tanisha! Guys, give Tanisha a traveler's welcome, please. Welcome into the house, Tanisha. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. How are you doing, my love? How are you doing? I hope you're having a fabulous Monday evening. I guess we all are having a fabulous evening. It's now 10 o'clock where I'm at. I don't know where you all are at, but it's 10 o'clock where I am at. Guys, welcome Tanisha into the house, because as soon as Tanisha come, as soon as the door going close, Tanisha, you come just in time, just as we're about to close. But guys, don't forget that it's 9 o'clock for you at night. maybe at night. It's 10 o'clock for me at night now. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock for me at night. So guys, don't forget tomorrow morning at around 8 o'clock. Oh, Jamaican time. Okay. Jamaican time. Yeah, Jamaica is 1 hour behind me. Okay, so it's not. I keep having to remind myself that Jamaica is 1 hour behind me at this time. At this time, yes. What I was gonna say, tomorrow morning, when I wake up tomorrow morning at whatever time I wake up, maybe 6 o'clock. Yeah, 6 o'clock is a good time to wake up and read some more chapters, because right now I'm going to read some other things that I have to do. So what time is too early? 6 o'clock too early? What about 7? What about 7, Card? Moffat, what's up? How you doing? How you doing, Moffat? Good to see you. Good to see you. Come, Card, talk to me. If you say 6 o'clock 6 o'clock too early. What's what mama say? My mother not easy though. Mother say me there at church. Oh my gosh. In where's the card? What me reading tomorrow morning? Tomorrow morning we're going to read 28 and 29. 28 and 29 tomorrow morning. What do you think? Yeah, tomorrow morning we're doing 28 and 29, and tomorrow night we're doing red flag review. Okay? That's going to be it for tonight. Moffat, bless up yourself. Card, Tanisha, my sister Winsome, Aurelie, who else was in the place? My sister T Blair, my brother, we on Latin Nation, love you to the bones. All right, and everybody else who was in the chat. You know, Aurelie was here, and Wild Rich, my brother Wild Rich was here. My sister Natalia was in the place as well. My darling Kenida, my sister Kenida was here as well. Crackers was here cracking up. My brother Katropa was here as well. And my sister Kimmy, Julian +4. Guys, these are people with these are content creators, guys. Look out for the content creators. My super chatter Card. Thank you so much, Card, for that super chat. Bless up yourself. My sister Natalia was in the place as well. And several other people were in the house, guys. Say hello to everybody who was in the house. Go check out their channels once you see that they are a content creator. My brother, We Are Lot Nation, is on his journey to the promised land. Guys, don't forget to go on over there to my brother if you have not yet connected with him. If you have not yet connected with my brother, We Are Lot Nation, go connect over there with him. He's on his way to the promised land. We want to get him there before Christmas. Wild Rich as well. We want to get Wild Rich over there before Christmas. We want to get everybody else that is over here who is not there yet. We want to get them there before Christmas. Go on and support each other, guys. Mixing with the Moffats are over here as well. Go ahead, check out their channel as well. Julian +4, lovely little channel with Julian and her 4 kids. Go on over there and check them out. Aurelie, if you're hungry, go on over Aurelie. Aurelie have food for kill over there. Go over there, go eat your belly full. Mixing with the muffin, then you go over mixing with the buffet and go sit down and kin teeth and laugh till your belly busts. Yes, you can find something on everybody's channel. So go on and so support each other so that everybody can grow, because that's how we all are going to win, if we support one another. Until next time, my friends, this is Trev from Trevessence. where your journey matters. See you all in the morning. All right? Tell people them to throw their offering. Yes, God. God, every time I say goodbye, you say something else. Yes, tell the people them to throw their offering. Come on, guys, throw an offering. Throw an offering. Well, Rich, we will talk tomorrow. We will talk tomorrow, guys. All right. See you all later. You all have a great, great night, my friends. Until next time.